y'all doing? Yay. I know you guys are probably expecting an encouragement word, but I'm gonna switch this thing up real cute, real quick. Cause y'all clicked on the title because y'all may have been a little bit interested about what is she talking about and what the heck is a K-drama. Well, we about to get into it, and I promise I won't keep y'all long, but I'm excited to just do this little twist a little bit different. Got permission from the Lord, so I just felt really excited about it. Where, I'm able to just incorporate a little bit of me, but a lot of him. Well, not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Just like things that I just enjoy in my day-to-day lives, and K-drama is one of those things. I had no idea this existed until 2017, so it hasn't been that long. But I actually literally stumbled across it. I was watching a movie, and I'll be honest, I was at work, y'all. I'm not telling no stories. This is a true story. I was at work at not this office, I was in another office, and it was like, you could basically do whatever. And because it was just, we had highs and lows, like ebbs and flows, where it was a lot of people, a lot of traffic, then it was nothing. For the rest of the day. So my supervisor at the time, they didn't care what we were doing as long as we were present. Somebody needed something, we were there. So I would just be watching TV essentially on the job. Again, they didn't care. So I finished up a movie that I like, probably like an old movie. I couldn't tell you what it was, but it stopped playing. Then how it was on Hulu. How they just keep playing another series or another show. Once you finish something, they recommend something. And that's how I literally stumbled into Korean dramas. Again, didn't know they existed until I'm still put it, you guys can see it right next to me right now. This was my very first Korean drama. It was super cute. The actors were attractive. That's how they get you with them looks. And then not only are they really super pretty to look at, but they can act. I didn't know Koreans could act like that. Y'all, when I say I was sleeping on Korean dramas because I just did not know. But here's the thing, like I know a lot of us get hung up on, I don't want to read subtitles. I don't feel like doing all of that. But let's be honest, reread Instagram. If you are still on X, formerly known as Twitter, you read tweets. I don't really get on there anymore. But some people may still do. You on that group chat all day. You reading them. Some maybe. Probably not. But not. You read a few. So why not subtitles? Why not subtitles? Trust me, the stories are worth it, y'all. And today I want to talk about 10 K-dramas that will break your heart, heal it, and maybe even sneak a peek in your own life. Like you could, sneak a peek of a mirror in your own life. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So number one on my list, and this isn't ranked by what's best or worst or anything like that. This is just the one that I just, recently watched and I just fell in love with. So it just had to be number one. First of all, the music in Korean dramas are so good. And that's why I appreciate the subtitles, because I may not know exactly, what they're singing, but the words, when I see them, they're so beautiful. The harmonies, the beats, the flow. Y'all, when I say if you are a movie buff or music buff, you love scores, you love soundtracks, you're gonna love Korean drama music. The Koreans know how to make music, y'all. It is so good. So the love score on this particular, but basically like the soundtrack, is amazing. And that's really why they number one, is because of the music. I love the music. I love the story. I love the characters. It's a show that is like not only searching for connection while carrying some insecurities with our main characters, it also will have you wondering, am I enough to be loved as I am? And that one just hit the heart. Like, it just reminds us that love isn't about being perfect. It's about being seen. These two characters that you're seeing right now, when I say he's a single dad, his wife couldn't just handle it. She couldn't deal with, being a mother. So she just left. So he had to figure it out. And his daughter grew up, knowing something was wrong, and she got depressed because she's seen all these other little babies, little kids with their mother. Well, where's her mother? So she went in a state of depression. So he literally took leave. Like, he basically did what mothers do. He took leave, and he was there for his daughter. He made sure she got healthy again. He was present, showing up, making sure she had everything she needed, did her hair, cook, clean, all of that, until she got back into a good state. And eventually she did, to the point where she wasn't even the same little girl. He tried to go back to his old job, which, they can't fire you. It's not legal. So, because he took leave. So he did the right step. So, but when he came back, that boss, when I say that boss was so ugly towards him, he was upset that he left for his child, talking about his child will be fine, but your job won't. You got people like that. But he was like, no, I'm gonna be there for my child. So, that didn't turn out well. He ended up having to quit because that boss was awful. How many of us can attest to that? We've dealt with that. So he meets the lead character. She's a CEO of her own company. She's like, it's like a, that's why I says love scout, because she scouts for the best. She's a hedge hunter. They say that, like, they basically they search for talent in the best position possible to make sure that their talents are able to be appreciated and valued. So at first it's a lot of misunderstanding. He ended up working for her as a secretary. He's just so good. He's so organized. He's so kind. He's a good person. And she's like opposite. She lost her father at a young age, and it's gonna be some twists, it's gonna be some turns. I don't want to give it too much away, but I definitely recommend this. You can find it on the Viki app. Most of these, honestly, majority of these you can find on the Viki app, and that is basically the app for all Asian content if you're interested in trying it. But I do have some that are on Netflix. So if you already have Netflix, which I know most of us do, this isn't going to be in position for you, so you can easily find it and try it out. And if you like it, then you may consider doing Viki. And the description is like $5, y'all, with no commercials. $5, that's it. So it's worth the investment, trust me. So let's go to number 2. So number 2 is True Beauty. I really enjoyed this one as well. That's why I was ranked up to number 2. It's about a high school drama. It's regarding some body imaging. It's hiding behind the makeup. If you've ever felt like people only love you for the version that they see and not the real you, then this is the one for you. It's funny, it's sweet, and it's a reminder that beauty doesn't always start on the inside. So she was bullied for her appearance for the first episode, and I mean, when I say it just breaks your heart, but it pulls you in at the same time, because so many of us had that and happened to them in our early years of just dealing with different types of bullying and things like that. So when she's able to discover that she can do makeup and she can kind of cover up her acne, and she was already a beautiful girl rather, because it's high school, but she was already a beautiful girl, but the makeup just enhanced her. And she kind of hid behind that. And again, it's gonna be some twists. It's gonna be some challenges and opportunities there. But I promise you, and also the music, y'all. The music is so good. Okay, I can't emphasize the music enough. I literally have this ringtone of one of the songs in the soundtracks as my ringer, or my text ringer, for everything, because I love, all in all, it's a very good drama, and she has the opportunity to make new friends who appreciate her, even though they don't know the real her, because they don't know that she's hiding behind this makeup. And she even discovers love for the first time, her first boyfriend, and he's a cutie. When I say these, what they feeding these Korean men, y'all see him, I know y'all see him right now because I got pictures up. What they feeding him, not only are they tall too. See, this is a disillusion that all like Asian men are short. No ma'am, go to Korea, go to China. I don't know what they feeding them, but not only do they tall, they look good. Okay, they look great. But either way, y'all. So yes, and on top of that, they can act. When I say I be in there bawling over these series that I just did not know exist and I did not know was possible, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings and we all go through the same thing, and it's just so, comforting to know that even though you may not look like me, I may not look like you, we all go through the fire. So y'all check out True Beauty, and I know you guys are going to love it. All right, let's hop into number 3. All right, number 3, King of the Land. This is actually a series that you can find on Netflix. So good as well. Music is good too. Actors are on point. Okay, so we're going to lighten it up in the King of the Land. Imagine working customer service with a smile plastered on your face. Yes, we all can imagine that. Only to end up catching the attention of the rich, cold-hearted boss. This is a rom-com fairy tale that makes you ask, could love actually find me in the most unexpected places? And if you've ever whispered, Lord, get me off of this job, you will feel this 1000%. This is such a cute one. And what I appreciated, because I have to say this because I know people who are familiar with K-dramas, the early ones weren't the best when it came to how the men treated the women. And I'm not saying they were abusive. They were just very aggressive in how they interact with them. I didn't like it. And I guess at that time they were still trying to get away from the submissive thing. And there's nothing wrong with being submissive to your husband. That's what the Bible say. Because your husband followed the Lord. So I don't mind being submissive that way. But you're not, the Bible didn't say submit to your boyfriend, submit to this boy that you may like, submit to this guy who walking down the street. No, it says to your husband who should be following God. Okay, so that trope I didn't really like. But they gotten away from that. And in this, they've gotten wiser, they gotten better, okay, on how they treating the women. So in this one, number 3, that's why I love it so much. He was all here for her. Once he got over him thinking, because he thought he was saying that, he was like, I just think you fake. You fake. You're not happy all the time. But she genuinely was a happy person. She loved her job. And, she didn't, the only issue that she kept coming across was she didn't go to college. So they kept not wanting to promote her. But when your work ethic is so superb, so exemplary, they can't help but move you up. It's inevitable. The favor, okay? So, and she was that good. She knew multiple languages. She knew how to treat people. She had excellent customer service, y'all. So if you're struggling with customer service, I definitely recommend watching this because, you can pull from anything to get better, okay? So she did. She really did. So, but he just knew in his mind because he had his own trauma going on. He was dealing with some mommy issues, he was abandoned, but he had a rich father who really didn't care about him. And a stepsister who hated him. She smiled around the daddy, but when the daddy went away, she was talking all crazy to him. She hated him, and she was just jealous. But with all the twists and the turns, you really gonna enjoy this series. I know I keep saying so good, but it really is, y'all. They're all so good, and I'm gonna keep emphasizing it because I really want us to just venture out and not just be stuck in one genre of entertainment when there's so much good, wholesome, and things that are just edifying that you can dive into. So that's number 3, King of the Land. Let's hop to number 4. All right, so number 4, One Spring Night. On the flip side, One Spring Night is mature, complicated, and beautifully real. It's about second chances, family pressure, and deciding if love is worth breaking tradition. If you ever felt torn between what people expect and what your heart knows is right, this show is your mirror. When I say, first of all, I love the actors. And if you notice the first one that I mentioned, Love Scout, the actress and the actress in this one, One Spring Night, is the same. Yes. So good. I don't want to butcher their names. I'm not the best at pronouncing people's names, especially Korean names. So I don't want to disrespect people by not saying their names correctly. but you see her right now. She's a phenomenal actress. I just enjoy everything that she's in, and I really enjoy the actor as well. And he's not bad to look at either, y'all. But when I say the outstanding cast, the outstanding music as well, and it was actually, you could tell it was older because it was music that was American music, so I could follow it, but I still enjoyed it all because it seamlessly went through perfectly. And I love the story that, once again, we got a single dad that mom's abandoned, and he's a pharmacist, and they meet because she was hanging out with some friends and got a little drunk at the house. Now, she wasn't driving. And that's what I like about Korean dramas. Like, I'm not saying they're all like this. You're gonna have some that's really out there, but for the most part, when I say the responsibleness, the is there, the wholesome there, you're not gonna have a heavy cursing, or if you want to try this with your children. And also, there's not going to be a lot of sex scenes. So I appreciate that. Now that I'm walking with the Lord, I can't stomach none of that stuff. Like, I literally have to look away because I'm like, this ain't my business. I don't want to know what you're doing. Yeah, you can know, but I don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, if you are on that wavelength, which I hope you are, you're going to enjoy these because it's not like America. It's not overly saturated with sex or a bunch of vulgar language. So it's just helpful. I'm not saying it's not there, but it's just not all in your face every single scene. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, and this was just very good. She's a librarian. He's a pharmacist. They meet because, what, that one spring night, we're really mourning. She getting some medicine. He's attracted to her, but she already got a man. And he didn't know that at first because he asked her out because he hasn't been with anybody since his son's mom, and his son is about 4 or 5 now. So when he finds that he's attracted to her, he's like, ooh, can we go out? let's date, whatever. And she immediately let him know, like, I'm with somebody, but of course that somebody is not treating her the best. He's comfortable in the relationship. Like they've been together for some time. I think she said about over 5 years, maybe a little bit more. And she hasn't even met the daddy. The daddy don't believe he's good enough. She's good enough for him because she's not rich, So the hierarchy in the Asian culture, especially Korean, is very interesting. Like, they all about the money though. So, again, it's a very good series. I really enjoyed it, and it's worth tapping into if you've ever come across these type of things, or you're just wondering, how that played out. It's, when I say, first class. Get into it. So that's number 4, One Spring Night. Let's hop into number 5. Number 5 is My ID is Gangnam Beauty. I hope I'm saying that right. So this one is a powerful one. It dives into beauty standards. It's similar to True Beauty, but instead of her using makeup, she actually gets plastic surgery, and she has to kind of navigate through that as learning how to just really love herself. She has some deep-seated rooted issues. And let's be real, if we ever looked at Instagram filters and thought you came up short, this drama speaks to that struggle. It's not just about looks, it's about discovering your worth. I like watching this one in the background, because it's just, there are shows that you could just constantly play, and it's not cringy, it's not uncomfortable, it's just comforting. And this is one of those shows because you got a nemesis that was born beautiful, and she just hates everybody who got plastic surgery, but she has her own story that we learn at the end where she had to deal with that. She had another one that a mother abandoned her. I'm sorry, y'all. They're not all like that, but it does speak to a lot of people. People have, complicated relationships with their parents. So it's true. It's real. But anyway, so, the nemesis doesn't like her. She's in college. She's, trying to navigate through that because she was bullied all her life through high school, middle. And what I did appreciate, they didn't show like her actual looks of how she looked. You could tell she had some, deformities a little bit, but they didn't ever show it. So I do appreciate that. So if somebody did look like her, you don't have to feel bad about yourself, kind of thing. But, that's the route that she chose to go with the plastic surgery, but that didn't solve anything. She still had inner work to do. So you kind of go through that journey with her. And it's a good story, y'all. It's well worth it. And I don't want to give away too much, but she does find out, the highs and lows of her decision. So check it out if you're interested in that, but I guarantee you will be. Love, laughs, tears, and it's so cute. It's so cute. And some love triangle going on, but it's a good one. So if you are around that college age, you may be interested in this one. So let's dive into number 6. Law and the City. First of all, the music is so good. I have to say that. This one and this one came out recently this year. I just finished it a few weeks ago, to be honest. And I was taking my time on this one because it was so good and I didn't want to let it go. It only had like 12 episodes. I really wanted more, but it was a fast-paced legal drama, sharp storytelling, but also the messy gray areas of right versus wrong. If you've ever had to choose between what pays the bills and what aligns with your values, you'll get pulled right into this one. I loved all the main characters. I loved the story. Did I say the music already? Yep, the music was good. Everything was, I don't want to give it too much away, but you're going to cry in the best way with this one. And their friendships, this is like a friendship. There are going to be some love interest in there as well. But what I love is just about how you realize like what you're doing isn't what you really want to be doing, and it's not your purpose work. They all find that in the end, and it's just so beautiful to see the journey that it took to get there. And to just hear about their stories and their struggles, y'all. Just bring out the tissues. It's going to be well worth it. And I'm going to leave it at that, okay? So let's hop into number 7. So number 7, forecasting love and weather. Now, y'all see the leads. He's a cutie patootie, and she is a phenomenal actress. I love her too. Just like I had number 1, she number 2. Really, she number 1. She's like, she can act. Everything that she's in, I enjoy, okay? So we're going to get into it. It's a workplace romance. It's a workplace romance set in a meteorological office. Yes, love and weather forecast. And it works. This storm outside mirrors the storms in their heart. If you've ever tried to balance your career, your relationships, and all of the surprises, this show will have you nodding like, yep, been there. It's a super cute show. I love all the storylines. It's easy to flow with. It's easy to catch up with. I enjoy you know how some series or even books have like so much like going on, or so many like even side characters that, I'll be honest, in some of these series, they have like side characters. I'm not interested in them because they're just like, I'll be honest, I'm like, why did they put y'all in here? Y'all make no sense. But in this one, it just flows perfectly. You're interested in their stories just as you are in the main characters. She finds out that her fiance that she's been with for, I think, 10 years, y'all, and he's cheating on her, but they work together. They went to school together, for the same kind of thing, they work together. And she is devastated, of course, because she's about to marry this man, and she's finding out that he cheated on her. And then she got on top of that, the woman works at the same news station, so they all got to be there together. And then she finds this bright-eyed younger guy, but he's super sweet and kind, and he's good at his job. Like, he knows how to predict weather. And and then the twist is, the woman that was cheating with the fiance is his woman too. So they kind of get together on the heartbreak together. So that was a good twist, and you kind of flow through how they navigate that. So it's a really cute series, and you just see if in the end, are they gonna find the love, or are they gonna move on? But you'll see when you watch it. So let's hop on to number 8. So number 8, Queen of Tears. So it's about a married couple on the verge of collapse. So yes, y'all, we finally got a married couple who somehow find their way back. If you've ever been in a long-term relationship, you know it's not all butterflies, sunshine, rainbows, and dates, okay? Sometimes love is the work of staying when it would have been easier to leave. Ooh, that's so good. This drama shows that beautifully. So if you've ever been across that, know somebody in that situation, or you just curious, I highly recommend Queen of Tears. Again, the soundtrack is good. The visual effects, y'all, are so good. It's a good plot, and the twists and the turns are worth it. Like, this man, he loved his wife, okay, and he's not giving up on her. You know, at one point in time in the beginning, you could tell like they were drifting apart. But when she is diagnosed with something, y'all, it's better or worse, okay, better or worse. You hear me? So he's just like, no, I'm gonna hang in there with her. I love her, and we're gonna be able to get through this. You know, she comes from a very wealthy family, and he's a lawyer, so he's really smart, and you know, he's their lawyer, he's the family lawyer. And you know, when I say it's just well worth it, so definitely give it a try. So let's hop into number 9. So number 9, Our Blues. This came out the peak of the pandemic. So like in the midst of the pandemic, this one came out. And when I say, I'm sure it was filmed pre-pandemic, but it came out in 2020 and it was right on time, because Our Blues, come on, wasn't we in blues back then? But you know, it was a time. Our Blues is for the soul. And again, the music, y'all. I have this song from the soundtrack. I have it as a ringtone because I loved it so much. It actually wakes me up every morning, and it doesn't sound bluish. It's actually upbeat. It's lively. So, but it's so beautiful. Again, I wish I could play it for y'all so y'all could hear it, but check it out and you will hear it. Like, it's the intro of every episode, and y'all fall in love with when y'all hear it. It's just a slice of life, weaving stories of ordinary people in a seaside town. But listen, there's nothing ordinary about the way, you know, this series is going to make you reflect. If you've carried family baggage, dealt with community drama, or just wondered, does my everyday life even matter? This show will sit you down and answer with a yes. Like, this is such a powerful, I know I said that before, but this is again another powerful, relatable show that I definitely feel like you should check out. It is available on Netflix. The acting is superb. I cried, I laughed. I love this show. I don't want to give too much away. I'm trying not to do that. Please watch it. That's it. That's it. Let's go to number 10, the very last one, number 10. So number 10, last but not least, is Hotel Del Luna. And finally, we've made it to a stunning fantasy romance, supernatural mystery. It's about lost souls finding peace, and it'll have you thinking about grief, regrets, and what it means to truly let go. If you've ever needed a reminder that healing is possible even in the hardest places, this show delivers. Y'all, when I say so phenomenally on point and good, you know, if any of us are dealing with those situations of grief and regret and loss, this show will just I'm not going to say mend anything or help anything, because only God can do that. We know that. But it's a beautiful show. It's beautiful stories woven into this. And get the tissues, okay? Get the tissues. Music is on point as well. The imagery, the cinematics, the visuals, love. The lead character on point with the styles she could dress. The acting, I cannot say this enough. The acting, okay? I'm so glad I got here. And I want everybody to know this too. Like, come on. It's well worth it. Check it out. You're going to enjoy it. There is some romance. There is some highs and lows. There is going to be a happy ending in the end. Not the way that you're going to expect it, but it's going to be there. So, yes, that is our list. I got one more for y'all as a bonus, and let's hop right on to it. Real ones who made it to the end, I got something for you as a bonus. Start Up. Now, this one had me hooked. It's about young entrepreneurs trying to build their dreams in Korea, Silicon Valley. But underneath all the business talk, it's really about family wounds, ambitions, and finding love in unexpected places. If you ever had a dream that felt bigger than your resources, or if you ever wrestled with proving yourself while still healing from the past, this drama will light a fire in you. And listen, there's a love triangle. Let's just say it'll have you picking sides quick. It's super cute, and I really enjoyed it. And y'all will too. Trust and believe me. Trust. So there you have it. 10 K-dramas plus a bonus that are more than just subtitles. They're stories about us, about love, loss, identity, family, and everything in between. Which one are you watching first? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. I really, really want to know what you guys think. And if you truly already are deep in the K-drama world, tell me what shows you've added to this list that you may want to check out, or you want to add to the list and say, girl, you need to check this one out because this one was really good. Let me know, because I want to know that one too. Because let's be real, this could easily be a 50-part series, but we're going to leave it at 10 plus the bonus. Real cute. But until next time, my Just Start family, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a little bit of a switch up. I hope that you guys don't mind me doing that every now and then. But please remember to cast all them cares unto the Lord. He will sustain you. He will not let the righteous fall. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, my lovelies.